Hello, my name is Shawnia Ward, and today I will be talking to you about transgender discrimination in our society. I just want to start off first with just giving you the meaning of transgender. A lot of us think it's transgender is just a male who is dressing like a woman or transformed over to a woman, and vice versa. Also, as a female that dresses like a man and is also transferred over into a man or is dressing like a man, as far as voice and appearance and sexual sex organs and everything. But it starts deeper than that. The meaning of transgender, from Katie Kosh and Richard Bales, published in 2007, states that a person's psychological sex is at odds with his or her physiological view of his or her sex. So it definitely starts from the inside, and once they become up to the point of whether they know or they feel or they think that they are the opposite sex, then they start to change it from the outside. So it definitely starts from the inside into the outside. So today what I'm going to be talking about as far as with transgenders is the discrimination that they face with healthcare, the discrimination that they face in employment, and because of the discrimination, how their suicide rates are because of how society feels and acts towards them. So from doing my study and looking at from Katie Kosh and Richard Bales, I do see from reading that they do experience frequent discrimination in healthcare with preventative care, routine, and emergency care, which is odd. Because if they were to go to their doctors for any questions or anything or need assistance in their health, then it's a 28% of the time that they do go, they are verbally harassed by the nurses and the doctors or the employees or the staff at the hospitals or the doctor's offices where they are trying to get assistance in their health. They also have been refused care at a rate of 19%. And the main thing that bothers me is that they have a lack of knowledge, and which is a 50%, which is half of the time they could go into their doctor's offices or to get emergency help, and it's 50% of a lack of knowledge because of the transition that they have made. Also, there's also employment discrimination. So I was reading that there was a pilot who, he was going through psychologically of being a woman, and then over the course of the years, over 7 years' time, he did actually change his appearance and became a woman physically. And because of that, he lost his job. Now, they are not, at that time, he was not covered under the title 12. They do not cover transgender employees at all. So because of that, he did lose his job, and that was from actually Katie Kosh and Richard Bales, published in 2007. The thing that bothers me the most is because of the way that society does treat the transgenders, that they have a high level of suicidal attempts and suicide that has happened. Taylor and Francis says that in 2007 that the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, in partnership with the Suicide Prevention Resource Center and the Gay and Lesbian Medical Association, they held a conference to address the need for better understanding of suicidal behavior and risk in the LGBT community, which is lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender community. It was kind of hard to actually see the actual total and percentage of the suicidal rates that did happen, because when you do death records, they do not routinely include the person's sexual orientation. They might just say male or female, and that would be it. But We did find out that suicide rates tend to be 2 to 7 times higher in high school students than to heterosexuals. And that was marked by Durant, Krochuk, and Senal in 1998. There are also higher attempts in young males than in females, which was by Garofalo et al. In 1999. So the U.S. males between 17 and 39 from Cochrane and Mays in 2000, Dutch males and females between the ages of 18 and 64, De Graaf, Sanford, Tenhove of 2006, have a higher rate of lifetime suicide. You would think that when you get older that, you know, you are more confident in who you are, and you're also more confident in not really paying attention or letting it get to you on what society thinks. But it still bothers you. It still bothers the transgender society. So the best thing to do as us as a people is to not judge. I don't judge on if you're gay or if you are transgender, bisexual, lesbian. I don't, because, you know, you're still human, and you have to. Everyone is different. So from that, I'd hope that the discrimination of transgenders really comes to an end really soon, because we are living in the year of 2016. Thank you.